Bam! Oh, hello, bug. Onwards! Let's see how high we can climb with this thing. Doing pretty well here. I'm getting some fantastic meme victories. Man, I'm very impressed. Like, I knew... Obviously, we've kind of rolled high on some of the picks for this deck, right? Like, then again, a lot of the cards that are doing all the work are basic or common. We have a Lantern Fox, obviously, that's really good. And I never replace it, basically. But we played, what, 2 rares? And a bunch of commons in that game? Or commons or basics? So there's nothing in there that's completely implausible. I think it's fairly likely, especially with the current occurrence bonus for Shimzar, that a given draft will include a Kiba holder. And our opponent just got unlucky in that particular game and didn't do a lot. But we really... I think we really aren't playing with something that's that outside the norm in terms of Songhai drafts. I think it's one of the better drafts that I've done, but I wasn't that impressed with it while I was drafting. Like, there were a few early picks where, you know, I got the Lantern Fox and a few other crazy things, and then it sort of dried up, and we've got stuff like Golden Mantella in the deck, which, you know, Mantella's fine, but no one would call it an insane bomb, right? Oh dear, the mirror. Well, we beat the mirror before. We have Lantern Fox and Four Winds Magi, which are the 2 best cards in Songhai mirrors on the ladder, so that helps. Okay, I don't want 2 Killing Edges, that's for sure. I kind of like this. It's helpful. It threatens the trade with quite a lot of stuff. Helps clear Heartseekers. So does this guy, but given our opponent is not unlikely to have Phoenix Fires in their deck, relying on it is maybe a suboptimal choice. So we've got a few more solid or more immediately value generating 4-drops, so I might replace this. So we've sort of got an option of like turn 1, turn 2 this or a 4-drop. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the Nasher. Nah, opponent can just walk away and shoot it. Ooh, turn 2 Kiba holder though. No, he's back. Fine. Light shall burn you. Ah, perfect. There we go. That's what I was looking for. If we're really lucky, opponent does nothing this turn. More likely, they play a Kiba holder. And being the first person to stick a ranged minion is generally... Okay, they played a crappy ranged minion. How do we deal with that? So if I play Kiba holder and they have Killing Edge, that's pretty bad. If I play Jade Monk, that doesn't do a lot. If I play this, that's okay. It's not that hard for them to remove. I think the Nash is doing nothing either way. Oh, there we go. I can just snipe it with that. Perfect. So I guess we do play a Kiba holder sort of somewhere safe, right? And then, which side? So you're going probably here? Maybe directly behind? Probably here. Contests the stuff my opponent plays this turn. I would really like to take this mana tile, but I don't think there's a way for me to do that without playing the Kiba holder in my opponent's face. I think I'd rather develop the Beholder than the Jade Monk, just because it is the stronger card. I'm probably overthinking this. I'm going to play it on this side because that's... woo! Yeah, because that's where the Mystic is going. Put you here, kill this, and move forwards. Huh. Right, so that was a great tempo turn. We developed one of the strongest minions in the format, plus killed the opponent's ranged minion and put a 3/3 behind him, so we're in pretty good shape. Opponent can play a 5-drop this turn, but at least they can't really Dancing Blades us. Scarlet Viper in a focus, fine. That's pretty scary actually, because we can't really stop that from doing things next turn. We can take a mana tile, I don't know if that helps. We can play a Sunsteel Defender behind us. Opponent can still kill that by taking damage, though. That doesn't do a lot. In fact, let's replace you. That doesn't do a lot. Do I want to protect my Sunsteel Defender and take 6? The answer to that might actually be yes. How do I do this? What I can do is, I can move... I don't even need to take this monotile necessarily, but I'm going to do it. I can move over here. Might as well go face with this. What do I want to... Nah, let's go face. Oh, I do need the monotile, sorry. Play the Fun Steel here, and play this here. This means that my opponent can either hit this with her face taking 4, and then attack it with the Scarlet Viper and it gets the counterattack, or hit the Heartseeker and then only be able to knock off the force field with this, or have to use cards to break open the board. That's a reasonable draw. Should help finish this off. Because it's going to be over here, and we can hit it with Raver plus this to kill it in a couple of turns. Actually, we can use Saberspine Seal to clear it if it doesn't take any damage. So opponent's now basically on the hook to find a card that will ping this. I think she was going to fly in and hit it, but has realised what it does. What have we got? Scorn? Bloodtear Alchemist? Whoa. Phoenix Fire. I am perfectly okay with that, trading for a Phoenix Fire and the hit of 6. So right now it looks like we're... Ah, crap. That's 3-4. I guess we can Killing Edge this up. What? Well, opponent did the broken stuff before we did. Right. You're not doing anything for a while. Doesn't do much. I can only kill one of these. Not sure which one it should be. And we can't deal with the Heartseeker at all. So that's going to be an issue. We can't even kill it with Dust Whaler. We can at least play some minions. Better than nothing. This draws a card, so playing it is effectively free. I think I'm going to kill the Chakri Avatar. Oh, maybe that's wrong. That's probably wrong. If the opponent has more spells, the Avatar gets worse for us. Basically, I want to be able to kill it with the Dust Whaler. So if it only hits us, yeah, let's take that risk. I think that's our out essentially. So I'll kill this thing. Let's jam this sort of over here. Why not? That's rubbish. Sure. Opponent does only have 2 cards in hand. So hopefully this goes face, becomes toughness 3. Duh. Oh, we can't get out. We can't move here. I didn't think of that. Help me. Mind Warper, that's rubbish. So I think this kills us because the Avatar is going to get pumped next turn. I think we're going to play this and hope it turns into something useful. Let's do... Let's play it somewhere else. Let's go here. Come on, come on, come on. Wait, damn it. Yeah, okay, we're dead. I mean, knowing that that's in my opponent's hand means we are dead. So we're taking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage now. Plus my opponent still has 1 more card. Which looks like a... Oh, Killing Edge on that, fair enough. Why are you killing my stuff? I mean, it's not going to make any difference. We're dead anyway, but... trying to think if I did anything wrong in this game that I could have possibly done different. No, let's not concede just yet. What do I have? Well, none of this reads inner focus, so I think we are dead. I'm gonna play Dust Whaler because he's awesome. And Scoop. What could we have done? Obviously losing the keyboard holder was the big thing, but then we couldn't really deal with the Scarlet Viper for a long time. And the opponent having multiple inner focuses, obviously, like the Scarlet Viper without an inner focus would have just died. So, is there anything we can do about that? I guess we can, in theory, play around it. I don't think it's right to be like, well, I can't play this keyboard holder in case my opponent can backstab it, because that applies to any minion I could have played. And I'm obviously not going to play it in front of my general, because that's going to be in the middle of the board and it's just going to die. It's like, the toughness 5 is quite difficult for Songhai to deal with from a distance without... His deck is more cancerous than yours. Yeah, I guess so. It's pretty similar, actually. I would not mind a Scarlet Viper in this deck with... I mean, Scarlet Viper double inner focus is obviously like the dream, right? I mean, any wins or losses we get at this point don't really matter because we've already gone 7 wins. But let's see how far we can get, maximize those rewards, get the learning done. Okay. This is kind of reasonable to have early. Increases the chances that we'll get maybe a demonic lure or something. These 2 drops are all good. I think I'm playing Shiro first because it doesn't die to demonic lure. And then it can buff my next play. I think I'll replace the Mantella. Shiro's not that likely to die off the cuff. So then we can either play this or like these 2. Ether Master doesn't seem amazing here. Don't replace it, I think. Sweet. Oh, cool. We can do the thing. We can play Kaido Assassin plus Killing Edge next turn. Make a... Was it a 6-5 with backstab in the middle if my opponent doesn't take this tile? Or I can go up here. Probably more sensible just to develop a cannon though, right? What? Why would you do that? Why does my opponent have 2 1/1 battle pets in their deck? That makes no sense. I don't know if I should be scared or not. Okay, well, I can stand here and it will kill Soul. My opponent's basically gained no tempo this turn, so I might be greedy and develop a cannon. The other thing is I can just play the Mind Warper like here-ish. Yeah, I don't hate that. I think all of these options are quite good. Like, I can just play cannon and move and leave Shiro where it is. Or actually better, play the cannon sort of at the back. And then I have the option of 2 mana tiles. So I can make a bigger play next turn, such as Kaido Killing Edge. I think I'll replace that, because it's not that impactful. Oh my god, why didn't I replace first? Punished. Oh, that could be so spicy. Never mind. It will still be spicy next turn. We need to get some cards out of our hand first. So our opponent literally played a card that says, deal 1 damage, teleport your 1/1 into the corner. Why would you do that? Like, this person is 7-1, so the deck can't just be, like, completely rubbish. Maybe they have a couple of dead cards, and they're trying to figure out what to do. Ooh, that's scary. Although, opponent has to have multiple... Oh my god, that's disgusting. That was a great sequence. kind of like the idea of making her regret it. If I play Fox and... What happens if I just play the Fox? If I play... If I play Fox, I still end up with 5 cards in hand. So it doesn't actually do me that many favours. No, that's a lie. I can play another minion. I think this is getting replaced either way. It's boring. Although, I can hit this, teleport myself onto the mana tile and play it 1-1 ranged. Which is actually not awful. Develops a 2/6, kills the 2/1. And the other option is just to play Fox, move over here, and heal myself. Then I have 2 spaces left in my hand for Phoenix Fires. So I'll waste 1. Which is still okay, because the opponent might just dispel it. I think we're going to go for that now. Kind of prefer this line. I think we go for Healing Mystic. Maybe that's incorrect, but... Yeah, actually, that probably should have been Kaido Assassin. And it probably should have been there. I was roping and didn't think. Or there, maybe. We do have Inner Focus in the deck, I guess. So opponent's only got 3 cards left in their hand. We have lots. So this might get Ritual Banishing by the look on this. Okay, that's what you're doing. Well, that just gets Phoenix fired, so I'm not too scared of that. I need 2 Wraithlings. Sick. Okay, so I mean, we're obviously blowing this up. That's not even a question. I kind of like going here and developing a ranged minion. Can I clear this at all? Maybe it doesn't matter. We could play a Kaido Assassin as well, sort of here-ish. Although that also just dies. So maybe it has to go over here. This Wraith thing is actually pretty awkwardly positioned, isn't he? Tracer could be spicy. Let's start by doing this. I think we do replace this. Oh, sweet. Does that do anything? No, but it lets us essentially sandbag the Kaido. We can also do... Oh, we can make a ranged 5/3. Although it doesn't really kill anything. It just gets in for 5, which is still okay. I think I'd rather save it, to be honest. Like, if we just... I'll put this over here. I'm going to play this just to get it out of my hand and open up space for more drawing later. Oh, that's good. More drawing later, potentially. We have a Mist Dragon Seals, and the fact that it's out of the way is not that important. I'd actually rather that trade with the Wraithling than my opponent hit it. Like, just getting rid of some of these is probably more valuable. Is that getting lured? Don't Demonic Lure it. Fine, whatever. At least it gets to counter-attack for 3, which my opponent may not have noticed. Don't care about that. Sure. Okay. So we can Mist Dragon this to the far end of the board. Hit this with our face. Kill one of these. Develop maybe a Jade Monk. Other options. Mist Dragon. Go face. For 2, 3, 4. Potentially 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not very much still. I kind of like this hand. It's quite bursty, and I appreciate that. So it's possible we go over here, hit this, play another Heartseeker, teleport this away, and shoot the Abyssal Crawler with it. That leaves my opponent with only one Wraithling. This is useless. And we can still develop the Jade Monk, just to have a biggish minion on the board. Then again, this is the card I sort of feel like I want to replace to get something else out. You can go be safe, kill that. With 5 mana, if we... Screw it. Let's just develop a 5/3. It's entirely possible my opponent removes this and I'm very sad, but we still have a bunch of other stuff and she doesn't have that much mana, that many cards, so it's sort of alright. I mean, if she has to like ritual banishing it, that's still fine. Ugh. Oh my god. That's pretty good. So we can kill that, but we have to trade. Let's replace... Yeah, let's replace this. Draws cards, not bad. Not bad. It does suck to trade with that, actually. It's pretty good. And we can't use our mana on the Phoenix Fire if we do either. We can cycle the Inner Focus, which is sort of a thing, I guess. We also maybe just like attack this in and walk away from it, kill this, play Mogwai, or slam the Silverbeak. That seems fine as well. We can kill the 2/9 later, although its ability is really strong. No, that's fine. I think I prefer that. I think I prefer getting the Silverbeak down. Kill this. Play this beefy thing. Go ahead. Oh, sweet. Do we have lethal next turn? Yeah, if the opponent stays where they are and doesn't do anything, which is unlikely because obviously the Bone Reaper is going to probably come here to protect her. But right now we have... Okay, or you could go that way. That's reasonable. That's the entire turn. Oh, the Dust Whale is facing this way. No, we wouldn't have lethal. We can give it in. We can give it haste, I guess. So I can kill this and then come over here and hit that for making this into a 6/6, or I can use my Phoenix Fire. I think I prefer hitting it with the Silverbeak. I also like developing this first. This guy can't really hit anything. I guess I can kill the Wraithling with it, or just play it as a flyer. And this plus Inner Focus is Sunburst, but I think I'm actually going to replace it. Nasher, that's pretty good. But not yet. I think I'll just play this though. Right, if I play it here, my opponent can clear it, but then they take 6. I don't know if I'm okay with that. I might be. I'll play Mogwai over here. And I'm basically just making plays to set up as many must-answer threats as I can. Like, this is massive, this draws cards, this blows up, so my opponent has to play awkwardly around it. This is a Heartseeker. So, like, my opponent only has 3 cards in hand, so we'll be relatively hard-pressed to answer everything cleanly. And if they do, I've still got 3 cards in my hand, so we're doing pretty well. Still, if they do manage to kill everything in an efficient way, we could still be in trouble. That's an interesting play. That's a really interesting play. What's that all about? Inkhorn Gaze? Okay, well, that does nothing. So, that's 6 damage to the face. 7, 8, 9. Let's start by moving Mogwai somewhere. Boring. Also boring. 10. I love his spooky, spooky, spooky running animation. It's so funny. Can just kill this now. I guess it's a pet, so it'll do whatever I want. Like run into this Jade Monk. That's not very helpful though. I think I'd rather it run into me. So I can come here, and I think it prefers attacking me because I'm on a horizontal plane. I can also just make it trade with the Heartseeker. That seems actually pretty reasonable. And zap the Blistering Scorn to protect Mogwai, and then play the Sunsteel in my opponent's face. Oh, whoops, that's a terrible place to put it. I should have put it here, because it's going to get killed by Gore. That was dumb. Not killed by Gore, it's going to get hit on the force field by Gore. Opening it up to easier destruction. I mean, if my opponent has to hit it in the face, they take 4, which is obviously great for us, but that was still a misplay. Especially as we just used that Phoenix Fire. I feel like my opponent still has a bunch of stuff in their hand. I guess they did play a few cards last turn and some of them cycled. That's a very ballsy place to play a Sphere of Darkness. That is a woman who does not want to hit this with her face. I wonder what that means. So she must be looking for some removal for these things. Or have another ping effect in hand for the Sunsteel. Is that a Demonic Lure? Shadow Nova. Okay, that's a ping. Pretty reasonable. Some largely irrelevant Wraithlings, and then we win, right? Yeah, okay. That's quite cunning, because the Wraithlings, in theory, block the Sunsteel blocks the Silverbeak, essentially. They can't both attack her. Do we have a way around that? I think we do. We have this for the Swank Lethal. Man, the animations on the newer units in this game are so nice. Like the Silverbeak has a really lovely, like, swooping animation.